Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. My name is Anne and on my channel I review foreign international content. Today I'm back to review this one. It's called Gyeongseong and I'm here with mixed emotions. First of all, I was looking forward to this because it has two of our favorite actors. We have Park Seo-joon and Han So-hee, so I was like, I cannot wait for this. And from the preview, it looked like it was action, and I was like, I'm ready for this. And oh my goodness. You know what? They always say if you have good news and bad news, maybe you start with the good news and then finish with the bad news. So the good news, obviously, Park Seo-joon and Han So-hee did a fantastic job in acting. They're excellent actors and they brought it. It was great. The action was great. The lines, all that stuff, fantastic. They also have a really excellent, co-stars that makes this show excellent. I believe the story is good. Also, I would say the production was very good. It was very visually pleasing. The costuming, the location just seemed fantastic. All that stuff was really, really good. But I had a few things that I was like, what is going on? First of all, I have to say, why was this show released during Christmas time? I feel like this should have been done during Halloween. It's about this creature and it's horrible. It's horrific. It's scary. And I'm like, it's Christmas time. It's the holidays. Everybody's in a light mood. We all probably want something more light, easygoing. I'm like, why, first of all, was this not released during Halloween was my issue. Second of all, what did we get? We got like 7 episodes, and then they make us wait till January for the last 3. Like, why didn't you just wait to finish the whole production and then release all 10 at the same time? That's the other thing I didn't like. The other thing was the creature. Okay, South Korean production. I have seen this in other things too. When you guys go for gore and horror, it's like you push the envelope. Like, it's almost like I think the viewers already got the point. This is pretty bad. But you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. The creature, the way they kept on showing it and ripping people off, and the blood everywhere, and the spokes poking into people, it was like the viewers got it, but you just kept on pushing and pushing. Do you know, after 3 episodes, I actually had to stop watching because I was like, this is depressing. This is rough. This is tough. And I think one of my other viewers, Sherry, told me the same thing. Like, I don't know if I can go on with this. And we love these actors, but it's like you want people to watch your show, but you are pushing the gore and the horror so much, you're making us like walk away like, I have had enough. Like, I had to take a break and come back again. And the reason why I did is because of these 2 actors. Otherwise, I'd have been like, forget it. I don't care to finish that. I really would care less. I really did not care for how much they pushed the gore and the torture. It's like, once the audience get it, move on. We get it. We're with you. We're there. It's bad. It's bad. But you just keep showing this over and over, and the blood and the gore and the torture and the torture. And it's like, we get it. Look, the history of obviously South Korea and Japan obviously had occupied Korea. Really, we know about the story. And that's the thing too, I was gonna say, it's a good story. I don't think we needed a creature. You could have still told this story and gone with the angle of torture and what happens during, colonization, slavery or whatever. We know those things are really tough. And just show maybe this crazy, mad scientist that are using this thing to destroy people, kill people. I think, remember the nerve gas that they used on people. I don't know if we needed the creature. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, did we need the creature? We could have still told this story without the creature and maybe focused more on the history of how Korea, won back from Japan. Almost a little bit like Mr. Sunshine. The story was told, but there was history that was also taught about how Korea became free from Japan, and how during that time when Japan had occupied South Korea, how they treated them like nothing. we could have gone with that angle, and how him being this guy who he's South Korean or Korean, and how he is like making money by having this pawn shop, people bring stuff to sell, and how he was also in the underground movement trying to free his country, right? We could have gone there, and then all those experiments happening in the hospital could have been just shown as that without now taking it to the creature. Now we know the character of Han So-hee. The story is told about the mother who obviously that they lost, and they're looking for the mother. Her and her dad are looking for the mother, who obviously we found out, you have to keep watching, is in that hospital. These crazy experiments are happening, and you have to find out what happened to the mother. And I even felt, even if that was the case, they would have still could have had the mother once again without the creature, you know, and show all the horrific things that happened to people with experiments that were horrible, right? So I don't know about you. And then the torture, the way they would torture these people so they can get information, and the mad scientist, and then the crazy Japanese wife of this guy who we find out she is the one who's paying for all this research there. Crazy. And then the ending, I was like, what are we? And I'm not gonna say it in case you haven't finished watching. Are they saying there's a resurrection and now they want a season 2? I'm like, nope, I'm not here for it. What are you gonna do in season 2? What? More creatures? And so now what? She's gonna become a creature and come what? What are we gonna do? Just because I think this is a case of classic failure of just because you have 2 high-end actors who all the viewers love to watch doesn't mean you can get away with a story that is not well done. And you guys can tell me in the comment section what you thought, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I just thought the story was good, but it just went left. And then it made us not want to watch because it was too much gore and horror. And I don't even think, we don't need a second season. We really don't need a second season. The way they finished it off could have ended right there. You know, where he's sitting by the steps in front of his shop. That could have been the end. But oh no, they want to give us a second season. And I'm not here for the creatures and that crazy nonsense that's going on. If you want to tell us about the story of South Korea, how South Korea or Korea got free from Japan, and you know they had to deal with the war and the mad scientists who are even experimenting on people, great. That's great. The creature was too much. It was I'm sorry. And you know I love Korean dramas. This, I'm sorry. It was. And then, like I said, the launch on Christmas Day, when we are all happy and lighthearted with good tidings, you're gonna give us a horror movie? I mean, I was just like, I don't even think the people who are thinking about launching this thought about, you are not setting yourself up for success. This is Halloween all day, if that's where we're going. But like I said, didn't care for the creature. That's just me. That being said, I'll always love Park Seo-joon. He can never do any wrong in my book. I mean, from Itaewon Class to all the many shows that he's done. I actually heard he's kind of branching out, so we may even see him in Hollywood movies. Cannot wait to see him. I love Han So-hee. She can never do wrong. I always love her in those action parts. She's very good at that, or even romance. Really good at that and pushing that envelope. So as far as the actors, we'll always love them. As far as this script, this project, sorry, but it didn't land. It did not land. Maybe next time. But South Korean production people, especially since now you want your shows to be internationally watched, stop pushing that envelope. I think Hollywood is good at that. They know to show us, so they know that this is what I want you to get, and then they know to pull back, because you don't want us to be like this the whole time like this and not watching, right? Anyway, I'm done with my rant. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of this. Are you gonna watch season 2? What do you think? Because I don't even know what they do with season 2 at this point. But hey, let me know in the comment section. I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say. And as usual, if you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. and I'll see you on my next one. Deuces.